Hey everybody, it is time once again for another exciting episode of the Chelada Boys. And this week, we're going to take a look into the matrix of the civilization and talk about Metaverse.
Whoa. Oh, man.
Enjoy. Yeah, so I'm trying to stay. Alright, we are in the Love Shack. It's not the Chelada Dome this weekend, it's the Love Shack. And we've got an old guest of old. His name's Tyler. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler.
What's up?
And of course,
This is Posh. What's up?
Posheroni.
What'd it do?
And we are all three the Chelada Boys.
Yes, we are.
So, what's going on with you, Posheroni?
Not much, man. I have been enjoying the weather.
Let's go.
It's been beautiful these past couple days. I think it's just gonna keep being beautiful. So
It's just going to get beautifuler and beautifuler and beautifuler.
got some around the house projects I need to get done.
Are you braiding your cords?
No, I was sticking it up there, so
French
I ain't
braid? That's sweet.
You ain't like what?
so I'm not trying to get a titty
Sit on
the whole
it.
time.
Uh,
Jesus.
Tyler, what about you, my man? What's going on with you?
Man, I lost the skin tag.
Oh, did I
Yeah.
pulled it off?
Congratulations.
I thought about that on the way. I was like, dude, I'm going to say that. Whenever Dylan does the thing where he asks me, something.
Yeah, how
and
you been?
I always am like, not much, man.
Yeah, me too.
I got it this time. Skin tags.
Skin tag. I lost my skin tag.
Lost the
Yeah.
skin tag.
That's cool.
Lost
man.
a member.
Congratulations.
Lost an extremity.
No, that's always a good feeling when you get
When
one of
you're
those
down
on
an
the field.
appendage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I cut off the arm before it could grow or something.
Did you lose it again? Because I remember after we went hiking,
No,
that was the time?
that was the time.
Okay, yeah. I know. I already knew.
Cool. Well, that's news to me. That's awesome.
It's pretty good
You're
stuff.
also growing a fucking sweet beard.
Thanks, man.
That is righteous. You put some oil in there, don't you?
Yeah.
It's shining.
Oh, yeah.
It is shining.
I got to it. It'll be like,
I thought that your beard would be darker than that, but you got a good red to it.
yeah,
It's
I'm
got a
an
good
Irish
red.
bitch.
Yeah.
You never said that to me, Posh.
Not-
Well,
Never said mine has a good red to it.
You guys do have the same colored
Color,
beard.
yeah.
What color
Yours
is
is
mine?
kinda red, a little
Is it?
bit.
I got a little red in
Yeah.
there. I think it's a little bit darker though.
Yeah, it's
just
a little more
bit.
brown.
Yeah, sorry. Sucks to suck. Wish you could be in the club, but
Yeah.
you can't.
Sorry, not in the ginger club.
Right,
Yeah.
European mix.
Yeah, pussy.
Purebred.
I'm Portuguese, so
You're pork cheese?
yeah, I'm
What
pork
the
Portuguese.
fuck?
I'm pork and cheese. So it's my favorite breakfast sandwich that they make.
Down
Tenderloin.
at Don's.
You guys like a good old fashioned truck stop biscuit?
Yeah.
What's your favorite? What's yours?
Mine?
Man, probably I just like a chicken biscuit in the morning.
I'm gonna have
honestly.
to go either chicken biscuit, but I gotta have cheese on it,
Mhm.
or with you, Tyler, on the tenderloin biscuit, but it's gotta have cheese as well.
I like mine with cheese more.
Yes.
Tenderloin and egg is the location.
Do they melt
It's
the
the
cheese? Or is
location.
it just like a slice?
Well, it's a hot piece of meat, so
Yeah,
it
It
just
kind of
kinda
melts.
From
Yeah.
inside, when they wrap it up in aluminum foil to your car, melt.
Yes,
Nice.
the right melt.
It's
That's
pretty
what
good.
you want. What kind of cheese though? Are we talking some white cheese, some yellow
Just
cheese?
regular old Americano.
Yeah.
Americana cheese.
Craft
huh?
single.
Yeah, craft singles for my boy Dangle.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm a provolone guy myself.
so Tyler had a topic that he was excited to talk about, and we wanted to talk about it as well. And I know I said that I know that I said the Metaverse, but we're talking about the Metaverse.
Man.
Now, Posh, to you, what is the Metaverse?
Hey man, hold on.
in your mind?
I liked how when he announced what I guess we're gonna talk about the next week. You were like, question, bam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I did. I didn't know much about it, man. I knew that this whole thing with what's the guy's name? Facebook got
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zach Muckerberg.
Yeah, Zach Muckerfucker. He got on there, and that was like with the whole barbecue sauce thing in the background. So I feel like his point
Sweet
kind of
baby
got lost in the Sweet Baby Ray's.
Right.
Smoking some meats.
But now I've done some research into it. I'm here for it, bro. I think that it's going to change the way we compute and just interact with people. I was telling Michaela about it today. I was like, if your dad wanted to like watch a movie with Luna, we just like throw these glasses on and we're all in the same space in the metaverse watching the same movie with our facial expressions being recognized and all that.
Now,
It's a double-edged sword. I think that there's going to be a lot of negatives that we don't realize yet as a society, but right now it's exciting. I'm excited for it.
You're socializing, but you're alone. That's something weird in my mind.
Yeah.
Like you're around all these people. virtually, I guess. But you take the headset off and it's just you. Sad.
Yeah,
But okay, so on a scale from Kaleidoscope to Ready Player One, where would you like for it to be? Where would you be comfortable with it?
Ready Player One
Ready
and
Player
beyond.
One.
Yeah, really, man. Because I do, like I said, I do think it's going to be one of those issues where people aren't actually getting out and mingling. Everybody's going to be like pasty white and scary looking. But I know
Wall-E, the animated Wall-E.
Yeah, but when you've got that on, you're whoever you want to be. So like if I'm
That's the cool. That's a scary thing about it though,
Right.
because you really don't have to work like it would take to become a person that
thing
you're
is
trying to
this.
like become.
What
Right.
you're explaining is something that is the reality of what that word means.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people have that misconstrued with like put a fucking headset on and stay there forever, or like the Joe Rogan definition of it is like, he's like, yeah, you're gonna be able to put this thing on and you're just in another world the whole time.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying. Listen, this is why. While everybody's sitting here talking, and I swear I've thought about this for a long time.
Yeah.
I've had this like, Joe Rogan is just wrong because we're already at the point to where we have online facades created.
Yeah.
That's not as immersive as that
It's
would be.
2D.
though.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
2D right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm sitting in front of a
Yeah.
screen in this
Right.
world, whereas you put those on and now you're in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever you go,
Like-
whatever you touch
Right.
can be manipulated in that world.
And VR's been around forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So putting a headset on, I think that is the idea behind like the Zuckerberg Metaverse when he defines it, that you can put it on.
Well, that's like one of the pillars.
curate.
I mean, that's what makes the immersion of it.
I think
Right.
in the next
Because you'll have it around you, and the next thing will be like perfecting haptic feel wear,
some
not just
feedback,
gloves,
yeah.
but
Right.
you got pants, shoes, drawers. Get my DJ diddled.
Probably.
Hey,
There are people right now that wear VR and sit there and do some fucked up shit.
Oh, I imagine. That was the first thing that popped in my head when I saw VR come out. I was like, the porn is going to be
Titties.
immaculate. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
I
you
have
get a
one
fleshlight
story-
in your favorite porno.
One story from
living it.
from porno, dude. I got like the first VR set that I had. It was like the first Oculus where
One
you
with
put
the wires and shit
Yeah, you
on
put
it.
the
Oh, yeah.
wire. That shit's. I mean, it was cool. I'm glad I was a part of it to see what it was like.
Well, but we're still in like the early process of all
Right.
this stuff. So I think what was it he's saying? Like the next gen that they're working on now is just going to be like a set of glasses.
Right.
That
They
has
kinda
everything
have that.
they do have smart glasses.
Yeah.
Facebook has their
HoloLens.
Facebook Watch, whatever glasses. It's I can't remember what they're called.
Now
Mic-
that I'm-
Microsoft has like a HoloLens.
Yeah.
You put it on though, and it's like AR. It's like stuff will
Yeah.
be on your desk or some weird.
See, now that's enough for me right now, anyway. At least while I'm in
Yeah.
transition. If I could put on a pair of glasses and like keep a score in the corner, and like I got like a running line at the bottom of news and sports updates,
That'd be
that
sweet.
would be fucking nice.
That would be awesome.
that would be.
fucking nice.
But there'd still even be bad things with that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, people that are epileptic are going to have some issues.
Plus, like you can record with it, right?
Yes.
So you could be sitting there like doing something, recording somebody, and they have no idea.
Right.
You're sitting there watching Betty Lou down the street through the window, and you're like, "All right, Betty,
Nice.
some bloomers out."
Thinking about being hacked in there, like while wearing those
Right.
glasses. Now somebody can see everything that you're doing. You go to the ATM, type your number in. They just watched it the same that you did.
That's some kind of like that's a threat right there. Once this shit becomes what it like,
Yeah.
what they're planning for however long down the future. Once it becomes to a point where we depend on it,
Oof.
and they get that control over, which they have that control over. Like in
Yeah, it's
Russia,
happening now.
isn't Apple Pay shutting down their ability to pay? Banks
The
are
entire
shutting
world is
down.
taking a shit on Russia's
Yes.
head right now.
Everybody's like, fuck that.
They've got
Fuck that
Putin
place.
in a pretty
So
tight,
if we get
nasty
too
corner.
dependent on it, and I don't know, they want to like try to control us, then we're depending on this new technology that maybe even our entire job is inside of.
It's
And maybe
crazy
they
to
just
think
chop you off from the fucking cord.
that the technology we have now was like, and it's like readily accessible, was created like 40 years ago.
If
Like,
even some
G-
of it,
yeah.
some of it, 10
Yeah.
years ago. Like the VR stuff is just
Yeah.
developed in the past 10 years or so.
I'm
and
saying
it's-
like in the 60s, GPS was top secret.
Right,
Global
yeah.
positioning
Right.
systems was top secret. Everybody's
Army
got a
shit.
TomTom or Google thing
Garmin.
on their phone that can get them to where they need to go now. So what do they have now that 40 years.
Yeah, what are they
come
actually
out,
making now that 40
we're
years
gonna be
ago
those old
decided-
people like, hey, work
tell
this
us about it.
conflabbing thing, man.
Right.
Yeah, what is this?
Yeah.
And then you
Kids
didn't
just
know
gonna
that your
see
neighbor
it.
made it 40 years ago.
Yeah.
It's come in pretty fast too.
Yeah.
Like even just from like the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
It's like
It's doubled. It keeps
Well,
doubling.
we've got new technology to base off of. So like we have a new starting point.
the foundation of it is
Yeah.
so new that you could just do all
You
this
just
other
doubled
crazy
it. Like
shit.
I was telling Posh in one of the episodes before about how like technology just like doubling year and year. And like so if you double from one year to the next, it's double, and then it's 4 times, and then it's 8 times, and 16 times,
And
13
that
times.
has it has a lot to do with like the size of microprocessors and shit, and that's Moore's law. And Moore's law, whenever COVID happened, like slowed down, and everybody was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I think it's not gonna be a problem.
Isn't that
Catch back up.
one of their arguments for population is how like rapidly we become overpopulated because of that?
because of COVID?
Because of like the way that think like doubles, you get to,
technology
Yeah,
and-
right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
we're just running out of place to put these humans, so now we're gonna go to Mars.
It's going to come to a point where you're not going to own anything. They talk about something called the Great Reset, where like this company, BlackRock or Black something, is buying up all the property, will come and like offer to buy your house and land cash wise, and you're just never. They're going to reset everything. You're just going to live on government
Well, I
assisted
feel like
land and.
I feel like that's what the
not gonna own
government wants.
anything.
Anyway, they want you to be fully dependent on the teat.
Right.
They don't want you to be sufficient on your own with anything. That's why.
And Metaverse is the perfect distraction,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
If all I got to do is sit at home and go to, put these things on, and I'm a blackjack dealer at a casino
Or
planet.
I'm at the
you know,
fucking Super
like
Bowl.
some- yeah,
on
or
the
I'm sitting at-
sideline
yeah,
or some shit.
exactly. I'm hanging out with fucking Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg today, like smoking
Smoking imaginary joints.
They just got their own private concert going on that anybody can get to.
Snoop Dogg like, hit this nephew.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I just got my own weed I'm smoking.
Man, I keep relating that though back to the 2D part, and I'm not trying to get. I don't want to sit here and go on like a social media. I hate social media rant. I know Dylan's probably like
Tyler's getting serious.
Please don't fucking.
No. I want you to be you.
I don't know, man. When I told you, or when I asked if that would be a cool topic, and you're like, yeah, I don't know, man. I thought like I gotta tone it down and not be a psychopath because
Be psycho, bro.
I fucking hate social media. Social media is a very important part of the metaverse, and it is the precursor. It's like the stepping stone into
This is the rough draft of
literally
Metaverse.
of not really knowing how people are and seeing people's like production of themselves, which there's a part of social media that's really good, like with Russia. It's the whole Russia conflict. It's been fucking crazy.
Documented like a
You got
motherfucker.
people on every fucking corner with a phone, and they take a picture.
Every platform, yeah, you know
Yes.
exactly what's happening
They've
immediately.
coined this term open source intelligence, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's like there will be no world war that's the same anymore.
Yeah.
It'll never be like it was again, like it used to be.
was what a couple of years ago they had the first Medal of Honor ever recorded. Like someone.
Oh, they caught the act.
They caught the act of a guy saving his
was like
entire. It was a SEAL team. It's what that movie Lone Survivor's off of.
Right.
And this guy Chapman, he was a Navy SEAL, and one of his buddies had already been hit and was in a bunker, and 2 enemies were in there, and he just like charged into enemy gunfire, killed those guys, sustained some wounds that later put him down. The team had to keep going on, and they were trying to get exfilled, and they were like in the hornet's nest, bro. Like they were deep in some shit, and they said like the fighting went on for hours and hours, probably 12 hours, and then later that Chapman guy woke up from like being shot in the chest 2 times, woke up and then like did his last stand. And I think they said he was shot like 16 times. And you could see enemies running up to him and him just
taking them down.
So this is actually there's actually a video.
actual footage. Yeah. It's like of a drone.
Right.
So you're basically seeing like their heat signatures.
You see white bodies.
Yeah, or black. I think they register up as black, and you'll see like his shells being dispensed out of his rifle and which way he's shooting and where the enemies are. It's crazy, man.
And that makes. It doesn't make it to where I have like PTSD or any shit like that. Right. But it really puts shit into perspective for people that don't
Well, you always heard these stories
That's it.
growing up on Veterans Day. You know, you hear like stories about brave men doing brave things. You try to picture in your head, but now for the first time, it's been captured.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Right.
the way the world's going. Like you said, there will never be the same type of world war because everybody's connected. Everybody will know immediately.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Putin's getting such a fat shit taken on his head right now because everybody
He's looking
is,
bad. He's getting canceled.
Yeah.
By the Earth.
Yeah, everybody is like, no.
Cancel.
Literally.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna.
A U.S. Air Force combat controller.
Damn, you got his name right. I had no fucking clue of his name. Jeez. Out here.
You'll watch Chapman's heroic actions as he saves the lives of his entire SEAL team.
I've never seen this.
And then another
It's fucking
18
crazy.
years of a quick
crazy.
reaction force, earning America's highest
Like I said,
award.
you're not going to be like zoomed in on him, but
Right.
you can see him getting out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Chapman
There's the
and
boys.
SEALs exfil their MH-47 helicopter. John is
They'll
the second
highlight, yeah.
individual to exit and immediately moves in the direction of the summit. He can be seen moving off to the
Now, was that movie made off of this occurrence?
Yes.
It was?
Yeah.
I didn't even know
I didn't
that.
know that.
The one with, Lone Survivor. I think that's this one.
Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. Then they talk about Mark Luttrell. Most of the SEALs, a lot of
That's
the
one where
stories.
he's like, I don't go home, you don't go home.
Chapman
Yeah.
then begins closing with the enemy, forcing his way upslope in knee and thigh deep snow.
Oh, it was snowing?
I didn't know that.
Well, they're on top of a mountain.
Right.
As he does this.
Look at that shit.
Yeah.
Chapman's team leader begins to close on Chapman, following his trail through the snow.
Yeah, that dude's just pushing forward.
The dark mass above Chapman is a fortified bunker containing 2 enemy fighters, each armed with AK-47s.
That fucking
firing
helicopter
down
was
on
in there and
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
That's
I see it. That's how I'd be if I was a helicopter.
Hell yeah.
If I was a pilot.
Let me know.
Well, they'll-
Y'all holla at your boy.
You got to think that's a bullet magnet. A helicopter,
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
shooting at that thing.
Yeah, they're looking dead at that shit.
Yeah.
to be called the Boulder.
The boulder.
Between Bunker 1 and this boulder can be seen the body of
How,
slain
when was
SEAL
this? When did it say this was?
2014, I want to say. I'm not 100%.
That's crazy.
Chapman,
been earlier
still
than that.
alone and closest to the enemy, pauses to engage targets as his team leader follows
I
him.
wish they would keep like a spot
but
around
never
it.
actually catches up.
You
But
can
he's the
see
one
he's
in front, right?
Right
Yeah.
at the top, yep, right there at the
Top
top.
right.
That guy's just behind him a little bit.
Chapman,
it's him,
on
right?
his
Yeah,
own, now
right there.
makes the decision to charge directly into the enemy
he
bunker,
goes.
despite withering point-blank fire.
Shoot.
Just getting,
Chapman,
shooting
now
while he's
literally
getting
on
lit
top
up.
of the enemy, engages the 2 combatants and kills them, saving the lives of the remaining SEALs.
Jesus.
He does this from a distance of no more than 10 feet.
Damn.
These actions by themselves
some
earned him
close
the
quarter.
status
Into
the door.
yeah, that's some
He
close
then
quarter
climbs
combat.
into and takes control of the bunker. Having cleared the immediate threat, Chapman is then joined by his team leader in Bunker 1. You can then see Chapman and his team leader engaging the next bunker, known as
That
Bunker
guy's
2,
the team leader. What the
which
fuck is
situated
Chapman?
to
Just
the
Right.
edge of the
badass.
screen.
Yeah, dude,
Jesus.
He wouldn't take a title.
None of those
Manned by a
guys take those
handful of
titles.
Chechen and
Like,
Uzbek fighters,
they're
also
all just
contains a
boots on the
heavy
ground
KN
together.
machine
You know what I'm
gun,
saying? Like, yeah,
hand
you
grenades,
respect your commanding
rocket
officer,
shell
obviously,
Right.
but at the same time,
John
it's
Chapman
You don't
was shot
fuck with the
twice
guy
in
that
the
doesn't
side
give a
before
fuck to
Chapman
shoot people
collapses.
10 feet away.
Right. Charge after them.
that's every SEAL though, dude. Every SEAL is just those dudes are cut from a totally different cloth.
Right.
Totally different.
They want blood, but like
You are
for
now
a
looking
good
at a new
reason.
angle.
When people think
Left
about
the
SEALs, I
motivated.
feel like they always just think about Hell Week, and that's just a fucking fraction of that.
Right.
They go
Below
through
is
years
Bunker
of training,
1 with the
years,
Bunker
not
two
just the
Chapman.
6 months buds
Yeah,
course. or
that's like the cut the fat
Yeah.
motherfucking
Yeah.
shit.
that's we're gonna get 100 people in here, and 12 of you are gonna graduate.
Right. And then
And then,
we'll weed
then
you
the
out
training
after that,
starts.
right.
Yeah,
Then they drown you.
At the feet
Yeah.
of his team leader.
they do. They drowned you.
Fuck, they drowned you in Hell Week too.
That's what I'm saying. After they do the physicality shit where they don't
They
let you
damn near kill
sleep.
you. Good lord.
Yeah, you're packing logs and rafts and you're wading water and all this shit. And they, after you pass that part, then you do the scuba training.
They make
Right.
you so comfortable in the water.
They're like, hey, go roll in that sandbar real quick.
They make them drown proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't drown them because they like even if you tied their hands, their feet together, they can bounce back up, catch a pocket of air, go back down.
Yeah.
And they'll just keep doing that until they bounce their way out of wherever you dropped them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Badass.
Most SEALs can hold their breath 5-6 minutes underwater, unassisted, with no air. Like just hold their breath. Yeah. Crazy lung
I got a
power.
minute 30.
The larger black heat signature.
I can hold my pee 6 minutes.
Just to its
I got
left is a
45
dog-man dead
seconds, and I'm
Al-Qaeda
coming up like
killed by
it's the
Chapman.
first time I've ever seen air.
My first breath. It's like the doctor just smacked my ass for the first time.
Slide down the near sheer face.
And then here, they're falling. You see that guy tumbling.
Oh wow, they
Yeah,
are.
he's falling down a cliff.
So he's
face.
killing these people.
Yeah, well, they're getting shot at, and they're trying to get the fuck out of Dodge. And
The team leader, desperate for
There was a
relief,
bomb.
and
Damn.
with 2 wounded teammates, asks for uncontrolled airstrikes from an orbiting Air Force AC-130 gunship.
yeah, people don't want to.
The impacts you see are from 105mm howitzer rounds being fired onto the ridgetop in order to save the remaining SEALs.
Damn.
Because neither the SEALs nor gunship know Chapman is alive, he is experiencing these detonations from his position.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they left Chapman in
Approximately
that bunker
5:20 in the morning,
because he'd been shot
Chapman
and they were taking more
recovers and
fire.
begins
So
to
they build
engage
out
the
over that
enemy.
hill. You
Yeah.
see him tumbling
Bunker
down.
1 is on the right side center of the screen, and Bunker 2 to the left near the screen center.
So people in bunker
It will
2?
never be
Yeah.
known what caused his incapacitation and recovery.
Probably those
Of the
fucking
2 rounds that
bombs.
originally
He woke him up.
At least
Shit.
1 was mortal, and at this time he is experiencing severe blood loss and shock. Despite that, he begins his one-man stand against 24 enemy combatants.
Fuck that.
During this time,
24?
Chapman initiates
One
a
against
series of radio
24.
calls, many of which are heard by a fellow combat
Could be
controller
30.
and teammate
Yeah.
of his,
You know, could
and
be
Delta Force
just an
operators
estimate.
on a nearby
Yeah, I'm
summit.
sure.
I'd almost actually hate
Despite
to hear
this
the
combat
comms
controller's
on that
replies,
whole.
Yeah.
Chapman never acknowledges
He
whether
didn't.
because
I don't
of
think he
damage to his
radioed
equipment
back in.
or himself.
Jeez.
Probably
called
didn't want
in-
to make any noise.
He called in that artillery
This
strike
new
and then
angle
never.
footage shows Chapman at the top,
Look at him marking.
identified
Somebody's
by the
marking
green
something.
dot under the
green
tree.
dot.
above
The green dot's Chapman.
The lower center of the screen shows the first enemy fighter who is about to charge Chapman in the hopes of killing the American. The timestamp at the bottom shows it is now 6:05 in the morning and fully light. He's been fighting alone now for 40 plus minutes and has received more gunshot and shrapnel wounds as a result of the fierce combat. This scene shows the second of several enemy charges. In this stunning display of determination and courage, Chapman can be seen fighting hand to hand with the fighter.
God.
In the
I was
larger
bragging on
screen
that
display can be
helicopter,
seen
that pilot
additional
now,
movement moving onto the summit. But
Hold it
right
still.
now, John Chapman is fighting for his life. 6 minutes later, in this new shot, Chapman can hear another helicopter approaching the summit. He is in the bottom center of the screen underneath the tree and can be seen in the
That's a
magnified
Master
inset
Sergeant.
box as he begins
Yeah.
his desperate final stand to save the lives of the 18 men on the helicopter. The red dots are enemy fighters. John begins engaging the enemy in multiple directions and is rapidly approaching the last of his ammunition. The helicopter contains a quick reaction force comprised of Rangers, pararescuemen, and another combat controller. It is now 6:13 and the helicopter is short final.
Wow.
The enemy is desperately trying to displace Chapman so they can put heavy weapons or rocket-propelled grenades in Bunker 1 while simultaneously engaging the helicopter. With the choice to save his life or the lives of his unknown comrades, Chapman makes the decision to climb out of the bunker and begin firing in multiple directions as can be seen in the inset. Suffering from as many as a dozen wounds, Chapman is in fact already in the process of dying. As he fights, the helicopter is struck by a rocket-propelled grenade and makes a remarkable controlled crash just below Chapman and the summit. Chapman, now off-screen, continues to cover his comrades as they pour out of the stricken helicopter. Some of them are fatally shot as they exit. These images, with Chapman fighting the enemy at close quarter, are the last to show him alive and in this heroic act, thus qualifying for his second Medal of Honor.
His second?
Got two.
Jeez.
Ultimately,
Damn.
Chapman would expend all but the last few rounds of his
That's
ammunition
a bad motherfucker.
until,
Oh, yeah.
finally, after 16 bullet and shrapnel wounds, Chapman succumbs when he is shot through the heart.
Damn.
We will never know his final thoughts or words, but what we do know is his decisions and actions single-handedly saved the lives of 23 comrades.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy. Dedication, bro.
I mean, okay.
And thank God we know about that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
like have to wait 5 years to read it in
Yeah,
history.
yeah.
Or like some kind of
Probably-
study about it and some
Right,
kind of
yeah.
like,
Probably wouldn't be in a textbook.
yeah.
Everybody hates America, so
Yeah. Well, it'd be in ours and we would have churched it up even more.
It's kind of nice to have everybody hating Russia right now.
What kind is this?
It's like a
Menthol.
menthol.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
It actually, it's pretty good. It's like
Oh, it's about to be coffee break.
it's like smoking Colgate.
It is like smoking Colgate.
Nice. Welcome to freshness.
Yeah.
So, what about you seen the movie Gamer, right? With
With
Gerard
Butler.
Butler.
You know, I actually haven't seen that or Ready Player One.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
Dude, hey man.
Whoa, you did not
First
study.
of all, pull your butt out.
You didn't study.
Well, what I read was it touched on that a lot, and it kind of explained. I probably do need to watch it because it kind of like, I guess they talked about the metaverse, kind of like figuratively. I guess.
I mean, it's everybody's there.
It's the same concept, and
Everybody's
it basically highlights the high points that people are going to work in this place. You know what I'm saying? People are going to go to their jobs in the metaverse.
Kinda
People are going to
visualize it a little bit.
just a little bit. It helps you visualize what it could look like.
Yeah. Now the movie Gamer, it's so Gerard Butler is a prisoner,
Right.
and there's this metaverse in this movie too where you can play the game or you can be played by the game. So you can go into this metaverse and assume control over whoever is working for them. And you can go be a prostitute, whatever you want to do. It's like fucking GTA. But what the prisoners do is they go out and do this big battle royale with one another, but they're controlled by these other people who pay to beat them.
Right.
And if you
Wasn't
win,
it like a kid that?
Yeah,
it was controlling Gerard Butler.
Controlling Gerard Butler, but Gerard Butler was a badass himself.
Yeah.
Right.
And was like, "Yo, give me control, and I'll fuck this shit up."
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah. So.
But
If you ain't seen the movie,
if you won,
Right.
if you win like 5 or something like that, is that right? Or is that Death Race where you gotta win 5 and then go on?
same concept. I think it's 10. You got to win 10 games. If you survive 10 matches,
Then you're
10
free.
rounds, you're free.
Oh.
But you gotta win though.
Yeah, they don't want you to actually get out. That's why they make the number so high.
And like the prisoners can volunteer because all the ones that are playing are on life sentences.
Yeah, they're gonna be in
So they
there
have
anyways.
nothing to lose.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
fuck
either
it.
I'm gonna die today or I'm gonna get out and live the rest of my life.
I'd
the way
do
I want
it.
to. Yeah.
Jeez.
I'd do it. Fuck it.
I would too if I was gonna be in there forever.
If I knew I was like 99 plus years in prison, yep, sign me up. I'm either taken around to the
Get
face.
controlled by Mason. It's a wrap.
I'll go to get some Doritos. I'll be right back.
Pause.
He's standing there, like out in the open.
Yeah, just shit.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Choose your fight on. So-
Free Guy is another. Well, that
Free
one
Guy is too.
It's not necessarily. I mean, yes, you do immerse yourself into this metaverse, but it's more of AI coming to like self-awareness, like being aware that it is what it is. Sorry.
There's 2.
Sorry. You want another one? They make it.
I was Ready Player One. Yeah.
They're making a Ready Player 2.
Yeah, they are making it.
They're in the process of it.
I saw that the guy wrote another book after the movie came out.
Yeah. I don't know if that's Ready Player 2 or not, but they're making Ready Player 2.
I think it was in line with the story. Like
I just hope they don't flub it up because the first one was
yeah,
so good.
The first one is one of my favorite movies.
If you have to, if you do all this and you see the cut and you don't like it, just don't put it out there.
How crazy would it be if we got to the point where we could control other people through the metaverse? Like they put some kind of like implant or something in their like on Black Mirror, where they put that little white thing on their temple and it like takes over. It's another one. Black Mirror is like that.
Talk about being. Oh yeah, what was that? Those 2 black dudes.
The two dudes that were playing a fighting game together, but they weren't fighting. They played late at night and then they go fuck in the game.
Yeah, I saw that with Michaela. She was like, "This is what the fuck you watch?" I'm like, "It's not like this every time. It's something different every time." But yeah, this is
Let me
good.
just say, buddy. If we
I
were
wrote a
ever
bunch of
playing
stuff
a Marvel
down.
game or something, you
No,
want
I
to
was
be
like
Black
Scarlett
Widow.
Johansson.
You want to be Black Widow, and
He's
I
like
be
Captain
Iron
America
Man
or
or somebody.
something.
Yeah.
Hey, let's clap.
You let me clap, and then you can clap me. Yeah.
I'm gonna be the Hulk though.
We'll be. Oh God.
Yeah. Get ready.
I bet the
Okay,
Hulk's
you
got
be-
a little wiener.
You think so? Yeah, probably.
You be
not.
the Hulk, and I'll be Ant-Man.
Just a tiny little green
It'll be
gherkin
super
down there.
tiny.
He grows, but his wiener don't.
He's got a little gherkin pickle, and he's just like.
I don't like it when I'm angry.
That's funny. Yeah, man, I would let you clap if I was Scarlett Johansson.
My man. Thank you. I tell you what. You know what I would do for you?
What's that?
I would be Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, dude, and I would clap. No filter.
Just stare at
I'll
each
just
other
watch
naked.
because
Yeah.
those 2 clapping be hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Good. All right.
Pay-per-view, hook it up.
So if you're all with you two's voices, yeah.
It's just us. Oh,
God-
yeah.
Goddamn, Posh.
Scarlett, shut the fuck up. I don't even care who is who.
Don't talk.
Don't talk, Scarlett.
You getting in there, though. You getting in there.
Just suck it, bro. Just suck it.
Come on. My jaw hurts.
All right. So what are some of the negatives you think can come out of
Morbid
Metaverse.
obesity.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
you might be
it
more
develops,
active.
listen, if it develops
I
to
do
where
think
you're,
yeah.
if it develops to where you're having to use like the full haptic shit, to where you're on omnidirectional
treadmill and stuff like that.
you've got a haptic suit and all that shit. I don't think so. I think it would assist with it. But if it's just like a sit like in the Wally where they all got these like chairs that just drive themselves around. And
The
they
problem
just keep
is
these
people
headsets
are
on.
just like too creative in their way of being able
Making
'cause that's-
things easier.
Yeah, because that's what we was supposed to do is like get you up and be more fit and stuff like that. And people just be sitting on their couch like
Yeah.
Playing baseball,
Yeah.
tennis.
Fucking shake weight.
or bowl sitting down. Just,
Man, I know I found a way to fucking somebody will hack a way to be lazy with it.
yeah.
What
So
do
I
they
do
call
think
it? A
that-
luxury. They're trying to make everything so luxurious that we don't have to do anything. I could sit here and be like, Alexa, order all my groceries and have them set for this time for me to pick up, and I just drive and they load them up.
It is going to end up like Wall-E. We're all just going to be big fat fucks that don't do nothing but put headsets on every day.
Which, man, half of it does have good things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody uses stuff in fucking moderation.
No.
Nobody.
My son's up there on his headset right now.
Right.
Look at people with their phones. I haven't had a phone in
Dude,
3
the
years
phones.
now, and it is crazy to like go into a restaurant and not have a phone because you will look around and literally
Everybody's looking at a phone.
I don't even know what
everybody
that
is
feels
looking at a
like.
phone.
I don't even know what that
'Cause
feels
you're looking
like.
at a phone.
I'm one of those people.
The last time
I
I didn't have a phone for like a span was like 2014. I went like a couple months, I think, without a phone. It's just impossible to not have a phone now.
Don't say it's impossible.
Well,
It's just hard.
it's highly,
It's
unorthodox.
inconvenient. It's
Yeah.
inconvenient now.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
It
like
is
a-
inconvenient, but
You
it's
can't
also
talk to
very
anyone.
convenient.
You can't stay up to date on the, which may be the best part about it. But
Yeah.
you can't stay up to date with everything that's going on in the world or what.
It's freeing to know that I don't depend on that now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like for entertainment when I'm out in public, for if I'm at a family function or anything
You
like
think-
that. I'm more in the moment with like my family and my friends and
It's
stuff
true.
like that.
Do
Than
you
where
think?
if
Do
I'm,
you
no
think?
matter what.
Do you think that you're better than me?
I don't think I'm better. No, I don't.
Do you ever feel yourself seriously experiencing like the fear of missing out?
Not really. No, because I still have a laptop. Like I can still connect.
Now,
and
listen.
I'm one of those people. I only have one
Two
platform
things.
anyway. I don't
One,
have a Twitter or a.
You're
Instagram,
disconnected,
Snapchat,
and
none
you're
of that shit.
experiencing a lot more connection in your personal life.
Yeah.
But you are missing out on stuff.
I guess so.
You really are.
But-
Because it's easy for me to say that, or it's easy for me to say just because I guess I kind of understand that being disconnected would be fucking amazing.
It
Yeah.
is.
Like
It's nice.
like you asked
Yeah.
on the last episode, how many times have you thought about deleting my shit? Dude, I tell him this fucking shit every fucking week.
All the time.
The fucking shit drives me nuts and I can't handle it.
I think when shit really hits the fan for me, and I know it's going to soon, and like there's gonna be some backlash on my name. There's
Yeah.
gonna be some dirt thrown. I think I'll probably just check out. Just
What do you
delete
mean?
that- Just
What do you
delete. I'll delete it. I'll just give up on connecting it that way altogether.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that my friends that I have, I know how to get to and I know how to get a hold of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, I don't really care.
You
know?
roasted.
I don't want to sound mean.
No, it's
But like at the end of the day,
Hello.
every day is the same thing. Somebody had a baby. Somebody's going to a concert. Somebody bought a car. Somebody found Jesus. Something this, that, or the other. You know what I'm saying? You're always scrolling and seeing the same stuff a different day. And I am one of those people that gets lost in a video thread.
Oh yeah, that's my problem.
Like if I hit a video thread and it's just got full bangers on it,
How
I'll
to
spend
repair
all
your
day.
table with ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
yeah.
done.
Shit like
It's
that.
over.
And I'll
Fucking
be
build a fucking pool in the middle of the
jungle with a
forest
stick.
with sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'm
3
being locked
hours
up
of
in
my
that
life
bitch.
that I don't want back.
You know what
I'll
I'm
never
thinking?
be doing that
Yeah.
shit.
What I'm thinking
Let me
the
watch
whole
it.
time I'm watching it, I'm like, I could do that.
But I think that's one
I
of the
agree with that.
depressing things about it too is like you watch these people with these amazing skills and you kind of fantasize. You're like, ooh, one day I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make a knife or I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
build a swimming pool in the jungle or something like that. But then you realize I don't have any of the skills because all I do
Hey.
is sit on my fucking phone.
They
and
make
watch these
motherfucking
videos.
swimming pools in the jungle,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah. And
that
they're
shit
nice.
is
They got
crazy.
They've got like
Slides and
little
fountains
little
and shit.
spots set out for like all the candles
They
around
got
the
like
place.
house plants
Yeah.
chilling by their
They got a
shit.
stripper surfer pole.
You got a bar.
Fucking
Yeah.
got like electric car charging
Why-
stations.
It's not really that
the middle of
serious, but that's
nowhere.
that's a pretty good example of like, damn man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
I think
like
that
you're right about
envy,
that.
like you said, envy is kind of like a thief of joy. So like when you're, or like
Comparison
comparison is a thief of joy.
yeah.
So like when you're sitting here watching these videos of this really fit dude do awesome calisthenic exercises,
talk
or
about fit dudes.
if you're, or if you're watching some fat dude eat like 15 hamburgers
man,
in
don't
record
talk about
time,
fat dudes.
and you're just like, just don't talk about dudes.
Just don't talk about body weight, pops, when I'm around.
I'm just
Please.
saying, like, everybody has, like, an ideal themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Yeah.
I want to be. And then you see that person online, you follow that person, you watch them live the life that you want to live, and you don't ever do
Well, you know what?
anything
I think
about it.
that's. I don't think that's a Metaverse's problem. I think that's a personal.
I
like-
agree with that
like,
because I don't really feel that.
I
I'm
don't
not
think it's
trying to
gonna
be a.
happen.
I'm not trying to be a badass.
I'm just
but
saying, like, people don't have their
I think the way that I grew
discipline within themselves. Like, you can look at that guy and you can either want to be him and watch those videos 1,000 times and never do it, or you can be inspired and that guy actually
Go
change
do
your
it.
life and you can work out.
It does all come down to
You
mindset.
guys are not
but-
dickheads. I really think that that's probably what happens when you guys watch shit like that. You're like, dude, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Not like, man, I wish I could do
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, I'm not like, but I'm saying those people do exist out there.
Oh,
that,
God,
like,
it's 90% of people.
Instead of like pursuing that hobby, it, you know, when you get that first object or that first obstacle, people are like, "Fuck, this is hard. I don't want to do it no more."
Well, you get that
Pick something
enjoyment
up, put it back down 2 minutes later.
out of
You know what I'm saying?
your mind, because when you're seeing them doing it, you're imagining yourself doing it,
Yeah.
and you're tricking your brain into thinking that you're doing it. So you're getting a little bit of that serotonin and that little bit of that like
Yep.
that good feeling, like, yeah,
Oh,
I
I
do
could do
that.
that all day, yeah.
I'm
Once
gonna
you
get
get
back
through all the
into
hard
that.
parts.
There's a guy on TikTok who's doing 365 days of Murph, and this motherfucker did it
What?
with Murph.
Murph is where you
The
run
workout
2 miles
with a 45-pound vest on. You run a mile, then you do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, and then run another mile.
No.
A Navy SEAL came out with that exercise.
Well, it was named after not American, not
not American Sniper. The,
Lone Ranger either. But there was another
Murph
one.
Mace or something. Murph Mason or Murphy was his last name. His
But
last name
anyway,
was
yeah,
Murphy.
they called it. They named him because he died on a ridge in Afghanistan too.
Yeah.
But they named the restaurant the restaurant. They named the workout after Murph because
That was his
'cause he was a
routine.
tough guy. And yeah, that's what he did.
He'd wear his bulletproof vest, go on a run,
Yeah.
do all those push-ups, pull-ups, squats, and run again. And people were like,
Which
Jesus,
in
Murphy's
his
a beast.
situation, that's probably something he needs to be doing.
Absolutely,
Wise,
100%.
yeah.
But for
Wise.
us, for somebody like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
isn't, that's doing the regular life thing, that's kind of
I think it would be disappointing to go through my whole life not knowing my body's full potential.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like to get to like 80 and now you know you can't do it.
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
had
Right.
every possibility when you were 30 to
Every day,
become,
every
like,
day you woke
just-
up, you had a new opportunity to.
You should
to
know
lean
what your
towards
body
that.
feels like. At
That guy's doing
physical fitness.
365 days of it, and he did it while he had COVID too.
oh my god.
Yeah, that's dedication. That's
a bad
that
motherfucker.
mindset. There's a
That's that
difference
David
in
Goggins
guys.
mindset.
Yeah, you have to like present yourself with the challenge and not be dwarfed by the moment and go, you know what, I'm gonna fucking sucker through. It's
Yeah.
gonna be 19 minutes of pure fucking torture, or 20 minutes, 30 minutes, however long it's gonna take you
Yeah.
of pure fucking torture. But when you're done, dude,
Oh,
you
I already
feel
know.
electric. You're the only person that's ever done a Murph here, so
Yeah,
yeah, I've
I've
never
done it
Wow.
once. It was
I-
tough.
yeah, I don't
Took
think
me
I
an
could-
hour and 3 minutes.
It'd take a long time for me to get my body.
But that was when I was
charged.
in really good shape. I was at peak Dylan.
I watched the CrossFit Games this year, and they did a Murph,
Did they?
first ever Murph, and dude did it in like 24 minutes.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
They do this shit all the time.
Yeah, it was crazy. Just working. The 100 pull-ups to me is impossible.
100
Well,
fucking pull-ups.
what you gotta do?
25 pounds strapped to me.
What you got to do?
No,
and what I
ain't
did.
doing that with no extra weight on me. Fuck that.
I
Man,
broke
I
it.
could drop 50 pounds and still not.
I broke
make
it down
around
into 20 rounds.
Yeah.
5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats, and then I would
keep
just
doing
loop
that,
over
yeah.
and over and over and over.
Give your
I'd
time.
like make a line and like swipe through it, and once you got to 20, you were done, and then it's time to run that last mile. But it's like a little callback on Joe Rogan. You got to conquer that inner bitch every day, because you can be thinking to yourself that you want to do this and you want to have that body, but there's a little much louder voice in your head that's saying,
Go sit down and get on your phone.
Yeah,
it's not Monday. We'll start on Monday.
Get on that Xbox.
I'm gonna throw y'all some random statistics because I wrote some stuff down that I thought was really notable, but
Okay.
I don't want to fucking I don't know how to throw them in. So I'm just
fucking throw 'em.
I'm just gonna throw them, and we can kind of comment on them. I guess.
Gosh, I don't know if you've ever scratched your head that felt better than that.
That felt amazing.
It was like,
yeah.
Anyway,
That felt great.
Okay. China calls Facebook and Instagram. I think it was specifically Instagram, but they call social media electronic heroin.
I can get down with that.
That's
I think I've
literally
heard
what they
that.
call it.
I think I've heard that, but it is. There's people, I know people who sit and stare at their phone for 8 hours a day on Facebook.
Right.
8 hours a day.
I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Close to
that
me
do that,
people.
Right. Just another random one. In 2009 in the UK, there was a study ran. 20% of divorces referenced Facebook.
Yeah, because you can get on there and you can talk to your high school sweethearts or whoever, your old flames.
Not to mention every fine bitch that's posted
Yeah.
a fucking titty pic
Right.
that you have to like force your thumb not to like.
Not to
Please
love.
don't
Right.
do it. I got a
Not to
relationship.
love.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit's awful, man.
It is awful.
That's
It's temptation in your face.
our
always.
generation. It's ours. It's not the one before us, and it's not the one after us. It's ours.
it's
it's such a
100%.
hybrid
Yeah.
of that shit coming like to fruition.
Yep.
I remember in high school, there's like a specific time in my head where I was at like my friend's house, and Facebook was big, and we all had it and shit, but I didn't really like.
Depend on it as much.
Yeah, it wasn't my like I didn't depend on it, but I
It's
remember.
like an after-school activity.
I
get on
remember
Facebook for
resisting
45
downloading,
minutes.
like making a Facebook. I remember resisting it.
Right.
And I remember making my Facebook.
I
made
jumped
it.
straight to Facebook.
I made it on my
I was like,
cousin's
fuck my
PS3.
face.
On his web browser on his PS3 on the TV.
That's
I made my Facebook in 2009.
I
Been on
remember
Facebook
having a
for
Razor
fucking
phone
13 years.
and being like,
Crazy, bro.
and like getting some bad info on it, like some stupid girlfriend bullshit or
Oh,
something.
okay, yeah.
And I remember that was like the first time that I had been like negatively affected by, and I think it was social media. Period. I think I saw that they were like posting pictures together.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
yeah. That's always the shot.
And that I'll never forget like that moment.
The
when-
pain.
when I
Yeah.
felt when it really gave me a lot of pain. I
Yeah.
was really sad.
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't good.
those are the knockout punches that you find on Facebook. Like
You
where-
catch the X with another dude quick.
Yeah, or
That-
yep.
I feel like people are a lot better at shielding that from happening now.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
I'm-
you scared me.
Sorry.
Mostly.
I'm one of those people now that like if something bad goes on in my life, I learned this when I shut up Wings and Rings. Don't get on Facebook.
That was my little. When I picked him up from jail, the first thing I said was like, "Stay off of social media."
Yeah, don't get on Facebook.
Right.
Which
There's
fueled
shit
the
on you.
fire. I got to tell you, a little fire to my ass. I was like, I got to get on Facebook right now. My phone was dead.
What was it like? Seeing people talking shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
every other person was sharing my fucking
Piece of shit.
mugshot.
He deserves to be under jail.
You know,
yeah.
there's something to be said about whether or not that is legit. Like
It was a-
needs to happen or not.
You have to have the mindset that you're looking for the silver lining. Because I found my silver lining. I've got one friend, and then I know a bunch of people who know me but don't give a fuck.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And would
Like, at
rather
the end of the
see
day,
you
yeah.
rather see you bust your ass publicly than
Dylan
give a
knows.
fuck about you doing anything good.
Who's your one friend?
My one friend is Dylan. Tyler, you're my friend too,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying
I didn't
I've
know you
known
then.
Wasn't
I've
always
known
back then.
Tyler or
When
I've known
was
Dylan
that?
since
When
I
was this?
2019.
Yeah.
September the
okay.
12th.
No, I was pretty.
10th, 11th?
I wasn't like
September
on,
the 10th.
September the 11th.
Oh,
Did
my
on-
God.
On the 12th you were in jail.
Technically, it was on the 12th because it was like the morning. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like past midnight when I did it. So
I
technically, the 12th.
wouldn't have shared it and been like, "Yeah, fuck you," then, because you know I was a little less brainwashed. I
Yeah.
think then, because I'm a subject, and I was I would say probably with me on Facebook, people fucking hate me just because I think
I was going to say you get the pot stirred a
Yeah.
little bit on Facebook. You're kind of a pot stirrer.
I think that
and
in my
it's
peer-
not that you're saying anything bad. It's just that there are people on a radical other side of you,
Right.
where you're trying to find the middle ground. There are people
Trying
on
to find
either
the truth.
sides.
right. The truth is the thing.
Yeah, and it's a blur. The truth is the blurriest part of the whole thing. The
Like-
farther right you get, the little more clear it gets for the farther right people.
Right.
The farther left, the little more clear it gets for them.
Well,
but
the
somewhere
people
in the middle
literally
is where
been
we
that
should
way.
all be
People
looking.
people here a headline, and it doesn't matter if it's true or not, but they see one that they agree with, and they're like, yes,
Yeah.
this one, I'm sharing this. And it's so bad to the point that Facebook will even pop up something. If you go to share something without reading the article, it will pop up and say, you're about to share this without reading the article. Do you want to at least read it first?
Right. Know what you're sharing.
Which is good, a good addition. But no, they're like, yeah, keep sharing.
Fuck
Yeah.
This is
Trump and Jesus ate dinner together.
Right.
I know it. Well, it's just like the thing I sent to you the other day, Tyler. My cousin sent me a message and said Trump ended the war. He got Putin to pull out. That's my fucking president and all this shit. I was like, yeah, any links? And then he's like, oh yeah, I can't find nothing on it either. I guess my buddy lied to me. And I was like, you fucking spewed this shit like it was truth.
Right.
If you would have came here and said that to us and we were all just like, hell yeah, you'd have been on Facebook posting
fucking
it.
dumb and
You'd have
didn't think
posted
for
it on your
yourself.
timeline.
Yeah.
You'd have posted it on your timeline.
Because I'm not even saying that he's dumb. He's fallen victim to the bullshit.
Yeah.
And it's people that know that people
My
like
side.
that
My
there are
side.
people that exist that people like him, and I'm not saying anything bad about him, but people like him that want their side to do
Exactly.
good.
Right.
They'll just share that shit, bro.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Don't think
Truth
nothing
is,
about it.
it's two wings on the same bird, baby. All this
They're
shit
all
has been
pieces
put. Yeah.
of fucking shit.
You know what I can
single
do?
one of them.
You know what I can do with anything right now? I can get on Google and type in why grapes are good for toe skin. And it'll give me like lists.
They are.
And then I can go right behind that and say why are
I've been eating
grapes
grapes for years. My toes are
be
smooth.
like why are grapes deteriorating feet? And you can find a link about it too.
Right.
Just because you can find it on Google doesn't mean it's
And
true.
here's a good
They
example.
allow you to post shit.
Yeah.
This is a decent example. It's kind of a little touchy, but if you type in my girlfriend is hitting me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you type in my girlfriend is hitting me on Google, it'll pop up like a Quora.
way to de-escalate
It's like a
the
Quora
fucking
question, and they're like,
situation.
"Is it okay if my girlfriend hits me?" Blah blah blah. If you type in "is my boyfriend is hitting me, is this okay?"
Domestic
It's like
violence.
National Domestic Abuse Hotline. Instantly.
Immediately,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which I'm not saying anything sexist about that. I'm not a dumbass, so I know that both are bad.
Well, I don't
which
think
is the
it's
truth.
a
but
mystery that guys don't have the same outlets as women do. I'm not
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that women's problems are getting solved, but at least people give a fuck.
we're
You know what
men,
I'm saying?
so we understand that
Yeah.
side of it
Yeah.
more. You know, there are things that girls
know
go
what?
through that we don't.
We take our fucking licks and we keep it moving. We go cry in the woodshed later when you're not watching.
and that's bullshit.
But-
That's
a problem.
bullshit.
It is a problem.
That's
It
a
is.
fucking
But
huge
it
problem.
Doesn't change the way it is.
Men
It
feel the
doesn't change
need.
the way I feel.
For some reason, the tribe of staying strong
man.
or
Yeah,
what the
be a
fuck.
man.
cry.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so
Suck
stupid.
it up. No
Yeah.
crying
I'm
in
not
baseball.
saying. I'm not saying you got to sit around and fucking cry about
Now, what I
problems.
tell my
Talk to people about things, and it's okay to be vulnerable.
what I tell my
That's all.
son is
Yeah, it
it's
is.
okay to cry as long as you have a reason to cry. We're not crying because we didn't get ice cream today.
That's whack.
Or our pencils erasers too small or something. We're not
But-
crying about that. Now,
We all
if,
come from
if
the
something
generation-
happens to your family or somebody around you, cry, bro. Let it out. You can cry if you have a reason to cry.
Well, I don't know how you guys are brought up, but I come from the generation of my dad being like, crying never helped anybody.
Yeah, my
Crying's
dad was the
never,
same way.
Everybody
never
above
solved a thing.
Our
Crying's
generation
never
is so
done-
special, dude.
Yeah.
The people above us. I'm not like blanketing everybody. This, of course, there's some exceptions. Everybody above us didn't have social media and was way too worried about their word of mouth badassery.
Yeah.
So they would work their ass off.
Keeping
and
up with
I'm
the
sorry,
Joneses.
eventually disconnect from their kids and probably lack on the emotional support.
Yeah.
And then now we're all just fucking messes. Like there's so much
Yeah.
mental health
Yeah.
bullshit going on, and then we've got all this extra
And then
bullshit
that
on
piled
Facebook,
on top of it.
which is just killing kids.
That's keeping
bro.
up. That's keeping up with the Joneses on a fucking 100 times scale.
You have to
Because it's constant updates from everybody. And It's
Right.
not the bad updates that everybody has.
Right.
Nobody's putting on Facebook that I fucking got fired and my wife's cheating on.
Right,
all
you
this
know,
shit.
That's when you
I mean,
take.
I won't
that's
say
when you take
nobody.
your hiatus. and
Yeah,
you-
exactly. That's when you take a
nobody.
break.
Yeah, it's when you're not posting anything.
Right.
like
Things are bad.
this is a very small example, but I think this is fucking funny, and there's something to tell about it. I posted a fucking video of me falling, bro. Everybody and their fucking mom likes that
Loved
shit.
it.
There are people I have not seen on my Facebook for fucking years liking that shit.
Just laughing because
right,
you fell.
hey,
Because
and,
you fell.
And
Yeah.
dude, I'm okay with laughing
Yeah,
at myself
yeah.
about that. I'll give
I
Dylan.
know you, and I know that like you were big on hiking and foraging and looking for like new plants and stuff like that, and that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you found your outlet.
Right.
You know, the thing that brings you some peace.
Because Facebook, I've pulled away from Facebook giving me that because I really did get a lot of it from there, and I've just tried to do my own thing.
Yeah,
it has to happen.
That's a great thing, dude. You're blazing your own trail, and that's what like people need to take from that. Yeah, you slipped out in the woods, but when was the last time your big ass got out and went hiking? You know what I'm saying? Like when was the last person that just laughed at that?
I don't think about that as much, but when I think about the people that are laughing at that because they think it's funny that I fucking hurt myself or something, because that's what some of it is. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I mean, there are people that I haven't talked to in 10 years, and I thought they have blocked me or some shit like that.
Right, just not a part of your life anymore.
Right, but damn, when I fall, they're fucking right there, and
like, hell yeah.
It's a very simple thing. But
now post a picture of you getting a diploma or
finding something crazy.
Yeah,
they don't
like
give a fuck.
being the first person to discover a new
fuck.
mushroom or something, and you'll get 4 likes.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
No recognition. Nobody gives a fuck.
Me and Tyler named a landmark.
Yeah.
Tyler found it. I came up with it.
I want you and your brother to come too.
I'm down, dude.
I want
to
go find something new with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I like hiking. If we stay out there, I'm not one of these like I want to do 40 minutes. Like I got a 40-minute drive, 40-minute hike, 40-minute drive.
We're going to find the good shit.
The hike is going to be 4 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fine.
Just to get there. Just to get there is going to be 2.5 hours.
And then
I mean,
hike
like,
for 4.
even within that, and I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to go on about that, but even within that, it's just like going out and fucking doing your own thing, and there's nobody to tell you like where to go or anything like that.
Right.
I don't know.
A lot of people have restraints on that because they're worried about the perceptions that other people will have of them.
Right.
They're worried. They're like, they're going to think I'm weird because I like to go
and
fucking
in reality, in my
whatever.
head, it may be partly a little bit of something else, but in my head, when I make an album and I post all my pictures and stuff, it's so that I can remember that later, and when I die, my son will have like albums to look at of stuff that I found.
Everywhere.
Maybe want to go find that stuff. Or,
and he wants to stand in the same spot you did, or slip on the same waterfall you did.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah,
that's like literally
tries
my
to
dream.
recreate the photo like 30 years from now. He
like all of our kids going or something.
Yeah,
that's
that'd
like
be
a dream.
awesome.
We passed down the camp shit face legacy and they carried it on.
Right, that exactly stuff like that.
Like
we're
the
gonna have to let girls
76th
come.
annual fucking camp shit face.
We gotta let girls go because
we're gonna change that eventually.
Can only make women.
I have 2 daughters.
Well,
so
y'all might not be down for that because I have a 5-month-old who will be around the age where things start to happen.
Hey,
we will educate our ladies
I was gonna say,
to
I'm
learn.
raising my girl to be able to know how to make the right decisions.
Right.
If Zeke's the right guy for her, she feels that, so be it.
Hey.
But if Zeke comes on a little too strong, my girl's gonna know how to put him in an armbar. Okay.
Hey, he's gonna be a replica of me, so he'll be a fine gentleman.
He'll be a gentleman. If that's the case, I'll
roast.
I'm joking.
then we could be family for real.
Yeah. He's like, I heard you guys talking about porn on VR, motherfucker. You ain't no gentleman.
Hey, and this is another thing of it too. I'll say this which I've talked to him like separately way more about the podcast and stuff. I genuinely don't think that he ever, and I would think that this is both of you guys because y'all kind of think the same. He's never given a fuck about the numbers. He's never given a fuck about which the numbers are good. So let me be the one to throw that in there. You guys
like, share, subscribe. If you
you guys
already.
you've kept it consistent, and it's obvious that it's something that you want to do, and not something that you're doing for some other reason.
It's the highlight of my week, bro.
Right.
Highlight of my week.
I was excited to come up here. I'm excited every single time I get to get involved with you guys.
Let me get a hand on here.
But a ring finger too.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Real connection.
We said we was in the Love Shack.
Yeah. We are. Yeah.
But 100%, I agree. 100%, I think that what you're doing, going out, hiking, finding your fresh air, and doing your stuff that's commendable, dude. A lot of people need to take note, get on Facebook, stop hating on people, and fucking go find
that's
your.
Inspiring.
Find your,
just to get people to find their own thing. If you like to fucking roller skate, go up to Windjammer and
Right.
get your skate on.
I swear, I
42
think like
years
that.
old. Get up
I know
there.
that people probably think that I'm just like an asshole. That if you aren't like me, that I hate you. That's not how it is.
Right, yeah, no.
And gladly. I think this took some time to. But you guys' thoughts of me is what matters.
Right.
It's not. I don't give a fuck what these other people really think. I haven't done that for a long time.
Yeah.
But I would say that here lately, it's really affected me.
The problem we have as Americans today is like the moment you disagree with someone, it's immediately just like shut them off. Yeah, don't fucking fuck with that person. I'm gonna go around for the next 3 weeks talking shit about.
They'll find someone like-minded as them, and they're
I
like,
might not
"Dude,
agree.
can you believe
Tyler?
what
Every platform,
Right.
It
But
doesn't
it's
mean
so funny because if we did, I don't feel like there'd be a big fucking fight.
There's
or
not
some
going to be
dumb
any
shit.
turmoil in between our relationship
Right.
as friends because you believe there should be more gun control. I believe there's less. You might not believe it. I don't know. I'm just making something up. You know what I'm saying? And just because we believe these things doesn't mean we can't be friends or talk it out or discuss. That's the
biggest thing that misses from those things.
Yeah.
Is the discussion that you could have. You could have a good discussion with somebody
He
and
could be
maybe
able to
adopt
change-
some
Right.
ideas that are
Maybe
different.
Vice
Vice
versa.
versa. I could change your
You've
mind.
got a different perspective, and I'm going to tell you, that's what I value in people.
Right.
That's why I think that the metaverse won't affect me.
Right.
I don't think that shit's going to...
Right.
I'm being a little bit of a, like... I guess I'm being a little bit optimistic about it because it will affect me somehow.
Eventually, it will be total control.
Right, yeah. But I genuinely
I don't think we'll see it. I don't think we'll see total control in our
I agree with
lifetime.
We'll be too old to give a fuck.
But
I agree. Yeah, we'll be
like,
like,
yeah,
fuck it,
whatever.
shit. And
You
then
guys
we'll be
figure it out.
We'll be the old assholes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're on the way out. We
That
don't really
stuff's
care.
dumb. Back in my day, we used to go pick mushrooms.
Shit. They'd be
What's
like,
a mushroom?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's a mushroom?
mushrooms have been just like extinct because everyone thinks they're yucky. So we just don't
Things
have
is
mushrooms
concrete
anymore.
now. Ocean's a big trash pile.
I have like a whole list here. And
Let's hit it.
Yeah,
I'm
go.
sorry to
No.
like, I don't
Bro,
know.
this is. I don't mind having a long episode.
I don't either.
I ain't got nowhere to be.
I'm not gonna do nothing but hit
I gotta
stop.
piss here soon. There's
Well,
that.
hit those and we'll cut her.
Okay.
Take a
In a 2015 study, 62.5% of Facebook users don't even know that they're in the algorithm. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
like
that
don't
they're
know.
targeting you.
They don't know that their news feed is curated by Facebook.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm looking for a truck. I thought about this the other day. I'm shopping for a truck. Every third thing on my Facebook is a line of trucks
Right.
in the price range that I've always looked up.
Bro,
Every one of them.
I know it happens to every fucking person out there. You think of something that you need to buy or you want to do, and then you
And you
start
think it's just
seeing it
magic.
everywhere.
No.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's magic. No, the algorithm is working.
Yes.
100%, and it's working well.
And dude, it ain't even about shit you want to buy, bro. It's about like if you're on Facebook and you see an ad for like singles in your area and you click that, you're fucked. You're done.
Yeah,
You're getting
yeah,
singles all the
There's
time.
a lot of clickbait out there.
Crafty
the moment
Panda.
you click it,
Crafty Panda on
have
Facebook.
any of you guys gotten the invitation to do the Facebook? I forget what it's called. It's like relationships or something like that. It's like Tinder on Facebook.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, of course not, because we're all in relationships and we post pictures of girls.
Yeah.
And so like our
True.
ladies
Yeah.
and stuff. And other people I know that are single,
If I was a sleazeball, maybe it'd be
they've
on
all
Facebook.
got and I know some people that are sleazeballs that have gotten
Yeah.
it and that have talked about it in like groups and shit.
Shit.
Or maybe they're not sleazeballs, they're just polygamous or what the fuck ever. I don't know. But they've gotten the invite, and I mean I don't want it, but I haven't gotten that either.
Right.
And that's just another tell of
The algorithm.
how the algorithm works.
Like
it
the-
works. Like you said, it works well.
The Crafty
Right.
Panda videos,
Yeah.
they know I love that shit.
Yeah. Oh yes, they
I
do.
scroll up on that motherfucker and see him metal fabricating a fucking something.
Yeah,
I'm
building
like,
a shelf out of nothing. You're just
Right.
like, whoa. I'm the same way with those tasty videos.
Same,
Dude,
yeah, that too.
Oh, God, I will
Or like
see
the-
that shit. I'm just
the little where they cook with little utensils.
tiny
the
burger
tiny
shit.
shit.
Love
It's
it.
great.
Love it.
Why do we love that shit so
Yeah,
much?
what is it that fucking just draws
Just
us to it?
dopamine, period.
Yeah,
I
it
guess.
is.
Somebody's just been creative enough
That's
to
why-
figure out what people like.
That's probably why China is labeled as social, like whatever,
Yes.
electronic
yeah,
heroin, yeah.
that's what they
Because it's what it
relate to.
is. You get a notification and you post something and you click on that notification and it says this person liked it and this
Yeah.
person commented. You're like, fuck yeah, people like me.
Right.
Especially when somebody that hasn't liked your shit in a while likes
Yeah.
it. You're like, ooh,
Hey,
I got
that was
listen.
a
watch me admit, whenever I posted that about that
The video
like,
you
falling,
Yeah.
it was good to talk to some people, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that. But it was also good to just get a bunch of likes on my shit.
Yeah,
I can admit it. I don't
That's
care
what
about
everybody posts their shit for.
No,
Yeah, what do you do
a lot
it
of
for if
people
you're not
don't
looking
admit
for
that,
likes?
but I don't do it for the likes. It's like a subset of like, damn, dude, I posted that and it got a bunch of likes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But think about how emotionally damaging it would be for somebody that has like 100K followers and you post something and you'll get no likes.
Right.
Oh
That
my
would be-
god! You know, like 100K people saw it, nobody fucking liked
That would
it.
be
Like,
I saw
catastrophic.
something where
Suicide.
like it was a female study, female bodybuilders. They'll post stuff, and they took they did a study on them or asked them questions, and they said that they have a lot of self-esteem issues,
bad.
but that their self-esteem issues were mitigated by the amount of likes they got.
Yeah. Exactly.
and
So-
that's toxic.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's terrible
That's
because
not facing your.
you're literally just letting everybody else control your happiness.
Yeah.
Literally everybody else, like
And plus, if you're
I
a girl-
baseline 95 likes every picture, right? Like that's
Right,
my
right.
normal.
Yeah,
95,
this is-
110 is a good day.
Yeah.
80 is a slow day.
Right.
Yeah.
I post a picture of myself, I get 4 likes. I'm thinking about stepping on the top roof. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like I'm
top level and flying off.
What's
Right.
going on, man? What's going on?
And if you're a girl, I think it's even worse for girls.
Yes, really.
And if you get even the smallest amount, everybody's looking for the easy way out. Everybody. So if you get the smallest amount of attention, and everybody's like, it just takes like 3 or 4 people to be like, you should make an OnlyFans.
Right.
And then you've got this big
Now everybody gets to see titties for
barbarian giant weightlifting chick that's got like these milk sacks that hang from her pecs.
Dude, that's so gross.
And she's naked and she's like selling the pics online for $15 a month.
Are you
And
gonna
she's
owe
got
me
100.
money?
She's got 100 subscribers.
If I
so
see
she's-
that shit, you owe me money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't mind like a tone girl, but a buff girl,
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
fucked up.
no, so I can't have no shoulders on a bitch.
If I think that you could beat me in an arm wrestling match,
Yeah.
that's not
Like,
gonna
if
I don't
see a
want to.
girl
I don't want to get
flex-
fucked. I want to do the fuck.
Yeah, if I see a girl flex and there's that little line under the bicep, I'm like, that's sexy. But if I see that little golf ball poking up, I'm like, gross, dude.
And then there's like lines in
Yeah.
the forearm, and there's
Yeah.
like veins popping out.
with
and
people,
shit.
even with men, it's either like you're toned or you're fucking out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're jacked.
Like
You're She-Hulk.
wacko.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want
You're
to
on. You're on a bunch of steroids, and there's another thing right there. That public perception. You got to do steroids so that you think people
Right.
like think
Well,
you're strong. You
That
look
may
good.
be like a half, like almost lazy thing, and then almost with some people, maybe it's like genetically they can't really reach that.
That may be.
Now,
Now, one thing I will
can't
say
get big
about people
because
that do
genetically, like my metabolism is super fast. 2,
Right.
my appetite is shit. So it's hard for me to get big. People are like, just eat more, eat Burger King every day. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, my stomach is
shaming.
like blur. Fuck that, bro.
Burger.
Yeah, yeah. You want some cheese on that? Yeah, you know what? I want never mind, no cheese.
Right.
So yeah, like I'm one of those people that like I want to be like 195 pounds of just
Yeah.
solid muscle. But to me, to gain 30 pounds
Of muscle would
of
take a
muscle
long time.
would take years.
Now,
Years
Tyler,
and
you,
years and years.
you said that it might be just laziness. One thing I will say about people that take steroids is they're not fucking lazy. They do those steroids and they get in there for fucking 3 hours and they're pumping iron.
Well, that's the thing. You can't take steroids and just go sit on the couch and eat a
Right.
sandwich
Otherwise,
and expect to
you
get
look
big.
like, you look
Yeah.
like those fucking people that like
You're
are
just gonna be
like-
angry and fat all the
or
time.
they're or that they're weird looking. Like
Yeah.
their
Little balls.
muscles are weird because they.
Got these little fucking corn nuts.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Oh yeah, and your balls shrink.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is a no go for me.
That would
another
scare the
I'm
fuck
not.
out of
I'm
me.
not working with whoppers.
If I reached down, there and I felt a couple raisinets, I'd freak the fuck out.
yeah, that'd be
dude.
scary. If I don't have a handful down there.
Oh my god. At least one handful. Yeah. So what else you got, Tyler?
Let's see.
Oh, should we have my phone behind you?
There was a study done in February of 2021, so that was pretty recent.
Yep.
By a peer-reviewed psych journal. It was called Psych Frontiers or something like that. Frontiers in Psychology, something like that. They correlated autism with screen time in kids.
Oh no.
And I thought that this was like which I don't know. I'll be honest with you. My son undergoes screen time. I think it's been of a very good benefit.
Yeah.
My son can read decently.
If you're looking at the right things, it's very beneficial.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
My little girl is 2 years old, can count to 20,
Right.
can say her ABCs, knows every color, all that, and that's due to Blippi and fucking,
Right.
you know, certain
Those are the good
certain
things.
Yeah.
I always tell
I
Ashley.
sit down and help her with it too, but
Right.
she's getting like that reinforcement
Yeah.
from the
Right.
screen. Like after
There's
we're
no-
done doing our flashcards, she's got
Right.
that to reinsert it back into her brain.
There's
again.
no. A lot of people say that if you watch things that are non-linear, like that aren't like a beginning to end of an episode,
Right.
that it'll fuck with kids' heads and stuff. Being able to process information as like a.
Not going to start to finish.
Like definitely Blippi. I think Blippi's like a huge help. I liked Blippi because I think it taught my son not to dislike things that typically people think are gross.
Right.
Like Blippi saw a cockroach and he's like, "Wow, this is interesting."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, he takes
normally-
a turn on things.
Right.
He spins it, makes everything fun and happy and exciting, and makes you want to learn about it.
You've got to mediate that shit, especially if you're a parent. Because I know it's if you ever listen to this show, you've heard me talk about Mason. And it's no secret that Mason loves to play video games. He loves his VR. He loves to come down here and make him a video and stuff. He loves electronic things. But also, Mason reads 30 minutes every day, and then he works on his spelling words, and he does his times tables and prepares for his math tests.
Right.
And me and him do that. We do that.
You
together. Now, the stuff that he's watching on YouTube now is not the learning shit that y'all's kids are watching right now. Maybe not even Cameron right now.
He's watching other kids play video games.
Jesus Christ, my kids watching other shit, so don't
Right.
think I'm saying.
Right. But like, for the most part, like toddlers, like Zeke, the first 2-3 years of his life, he's going to be watching 1, 2, 3,
Right.
shit like that. But Mason is mediated. He has to be.
Yes.
And all your everybody's kid has to be.
We
not
should
even
be-
just certain kids.
We need to
Absolutely.
be mediated.
Right.
Everybody
Yeah.
does.
Right.
Because we were the generation that had this come to them first. We were
Right.
the generation that grew up with this, so nobody knew to mediate.
And we have to
Nobody-
find that Goldilocks
Yeah.
time that we
That's
have
a
to
term,
discover
that's
that.
a term in this that's very heavily used.
Yeah.
That Goldilocks zone of
Yeah.
of
Amount of time that you spend on it.
like the right amount.
Dedicate 2 hours of your entire day to social media.
If people
and
are,
see if it doesn't change.
If
your
kids
life.
are 0 to 1, they say 0 hours of sedentary media usage, screen time.
Yeah.
And then if they're, I think it was 2 to 4, it's no more than 3 hours. Is like a suggested.
Yeah.
a
And I feel like a lot of people like to think, well, my kids just aren't going to watch that stuff. They're not going to.
Shit.
They're not going to be doing this stuff. I'm going to keep my kids away from that shit. One, I don't think that's good. I think you are hindering your kids, and they're going to be behind the times whenever they get into school. They need to know how to do the basics with these computers and shit like that. I'm not talking about right programming or anything like that, but they need to be able to
Open,
maybe
close,
write a
links
document,
go-
or open an app, and like at least navigate.
It's the way the
throughout
world's going.
Yeah,
So.
be able to
Yes.
navigate through a computer system is a big fucking
And
thing.
if you
in
keep
the
your
world.
kid away from that, you're going to hinder them heavily, and it's going to be not beneficial.
I was
Not
one
at
of those
today's age.
kids. I hindered myself because, like, when it came to computer class, that was a fuck off class for me.
Same.
Fuck off
Me too.
class,
I
and
remember
I
playing
wish
that copter game. Y'all ever play a copter game where you fucking do the copter?
you got to keep it from
Yeah.
hitting shit.
Played that fucking for 2 semesters straight.
Meanwhile, I've got this chick beside me that's typing fucking 300 words a minute, and
Yeah,
I'm doing
balling
like
out.
60 words a minute if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wish I would have paid more attention.
It's necessary in today's age.
Yeah, right now it's
It's
very
really bad.
All right. Yeah, well, we're going to go ahead and cut the
I
episode.
gotta pee too.
Cut the episode?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we're going to end it.
I feel like I could talk about this for 6 hours.
Oh, yeah, we definitely could.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it doesn't have the pause on here anymore.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why. If it did, I would just pause it. But it's not.
Huh. YouTube wants you to just run it through.
Yeah, I don't know.
If
But
you
anyway,
click on the screen, don't pause, nothing, huh?
This has been another.
Hold on. Let me see if there's anything
Of
else.
the
I'll
Chelada
hold
Boys.
this for 5 more minutes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay. Yeah. I have like 4 more, but this is the one I'll throw to you.
Okay.
In 2017, there was a Harvard study where they created a program that would go through someone's profile on Instagram, and it would grab colors, and it would grab like I guess just colors, and then like scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it generally outperformed practitioners' diagnostic success rate for diagnosing someone with depression. Like
Wow.
it is becoming that obvious when somebody has depression, depending on the
color coordination that they use
and the material
posting.
that they post and the words that they say.
So
in
they're
their
able
posts.
to algorithm basically if someone's depressed or not
Yes.
because of the colors they use, this content that they post,
Right.
and the way that they just use their social media in general.
And that was in 2017, so it's been a few years. We've had COVID in between them, but
That was a wild discovery, but it's not one that's like so far on the realm that I'm like, wow, they could do that.
I
Right,
am.
yeah.
I am because
Really?
yes, because I think that I don't know about you guys, and I'm not fucking sitting here trying to say I'm some badass. I can tell.
You can tell if someone's
I can look and tell if someone's got mental issues
Yeah.
by.
That's why it's not so shocking to me.
Seriously.
Look at me. What do you see? What do you see?
Well,
There's
you don't
a
have
fucking mess
you
in
don't
there,
have a
Posh.
you aren't on your Facebook every fucking 5
That's
minutes
true,
posting
yeah.
a bunch of shit, so you're probably pretty stable.
I really don't post. Like I'll post a funny meme here and there.
Yeah.
But like as far as pictures and like stuff of like what's going on in my life, I don't post.
Yeah, I just looked at my average. That's what I had to get my phone for. I got 29 minutes a day on Facebook.
Oh,
See,
God.
that's crazy.
Mine's not like
29
that.
Yeah, mine's
minutes.
probably more like 2 or 3 hours.
Mine's probably that or more, double.
Now, where I lack on Facebook, I make up for on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok very much.
Yeah, I don't do
But
TikTok.
I mean, it's social media. Period.
Yeah.
It all is. I don't know, man. I think, and I'm gonna try to help you round this out because I know you're like, okay, dude, shut the fuck up.
My dick's gonna explode.
Yeah, my
gotta
penis is
pee,
about
too.
to get large and pee filled right now. I'm about to explode. I'm about to
ladder
piss in
on
this
fire.
chair.
Yeah. Dickhead hurts.
I think the metaverse is really a tough thing because it's just like the hybridization that we've experienced in our youth and then now our adulthood.
Yep.
Moderation is good.
Yep.
I have a person that I know that he is very socially backward, and without VR and Facebook and things like that, he probably would be in a very bad dark spot.
Wouldn't be able to connect
No.
at all.
And
Yeah.
and he
I know
connect-
people like that.
He connects with people all over the world, and I think it's really helped him a
Yeah.
lot. I think that it's given
Well,
him
it's
a lot
good
of
for extremely introvert people.
right. And he's one of those, and it's really really
Yeah,
helped.
we think about this metaverse shit. Hey, what's next?
Yeah.
Right.
What's
to
after
pass that? And Joe Rogan, I want to put this on record. Joe Rogan's description of the metaverse is bullshit because we're already to what he's explaining.
Yeah.
This whole thing where everybody dresses up what they've got, and now the physicality of it of putting a headset on, that's obviously not, we're not
Right.
there yet. But
Yeah.
It's expanding. That's the next thing now. But
Yeah.
beyond that, who knows?
I really
just
think when
wear it.
people really detach personally and they get to where they're really chopping up how people perceive them, that'll be the next step in the metaverse.
Yeah.
When you're meeting complete strangers with a fully like curated way for them to see you.
Right. There's an image to place in
It's
their
gonna
mind
really,
for your
it's
personality
gonna
or
really
character.
fuck up reality.
Yeah.
Like how we
already
converse and
fucked
like
up
Our
reality,
kids,
but it's
already-
all of
it's
our
gonna
kids
take a deep-
could either be subject to it or be victims of it. To be
Yeah.
frank,
We're gonna be
just-
jumping in the deep end on this one for sure.
Yeah.
Because
So, y'all just be ready for what could happen in the years ahead. But as per usual, this has been your boy Dylan
this is Posh.
and our special guest Tyler. Thanks for coming out, Tyler. And like I always say, if you ain't had your Chelada, go get you one. If you don't like it, drink it till you're right. We'll see y'all next week.
see ya.